Now, yesterday we reported on an incident where a 13-year-old girl who had collected coconuts from a neighboring garden to raise money for the painting of her school was arrested and then released on bail after being produced in court. Now, speaking at a media briefing convened today, the Chief Minister and Minister of Education of the Western Province, Prasanna Ranatunga, commented on the incident. The Chief Minister said that it is wrong to charge money from students for the painting of schools when funds for this purpose have been allocated by the Provincial Council. If the School Development Committee has identified and is implementing a project, then the maximum sum they can charge for a month is 250 rupees. But even this has to be approved by the zonal office. Personally, I accept that when you collect the facilities and services charges, you cannot even pay an electricity bill of some schools. Therefore, when a project is being identified and implemented, it cannot affect the children. It is the responsibility of the principal and the tutorial staff to ensure that a child does not feel that they are different to the other children. At present, our officials are looking into whether a decision had been taken to collect money at this school. Who approved it? A report will be furnished. Yesterday, we reported that a similar allegation had been levelled against this principal on a prior occasion as well. The Chief Minister clarified the reason why this person still holds the position of principal at this school. You may ask why legal and disciplinary action was not taken against a person who acted in this manner. The biggest problem we have is administration and the large number of vacancies in the principal grade. At present, 400 schools are without principals. We are working with acting principals. If we let go of the principals we have, we will face a bigger problem. Although the Chief Minister expressed such a view, speaking at the Cabinet media briefing held yesterday, Cabinet spokesperson Minister Keheliya Rambukwella said the biggest obstacle in transferring principals is the Public Service Commission. There are two factors to consider. One is that it is prohibited to collect money like that in schools. The second is that when a problem like this arises, the Minister of Education and the Education Secretary do not have the power today to remove this individual. This is done by the PSC, the Public Service Commission. When you go there, several factors change. We spoke at length regarding this. A situation has arisen where discipline cannot be maintained. I have one powerful allegation. I do not know how you will take it, but there are several conflicts and problems because of the PSC's activity in the education sector. Meanwhile, a communique bearing the signature of police media spokesperson SSP Prashantha Jayakodi says that the crime of theft, which is a punishable offence under clause 367 of the Penal Code of Sri Lanka, cannot be resolved at a police station. The communique notes that the officer in charge of the police station does not have the power to grant police bail to someone who has been arrested on the charge of theft. The communique notes that there are no legal provisions to refer such a case directly to alternate dispute resolution. The communique notes that the police are able to not take legal action in this case only if the complainant chooses not to press charges. No matter what facts the police present regarding that child's background, I have seen in the newspapers and in discussions there are much more severe crimes taking place in the country. At the rural level, there is much more crime than this. A stricter procedure that is adopted for these cases has been applied here. It is rare for a child to lie. According to the child, she took 2 coconuts. It does not matter if it was 1 or 2 or 8. If the child has made a mistake, then action could have been taken in a more practical and humane manner. I believe, I have a suspicion as to whether we have made another mistake by bringing this child before court and putting her through mental stress. Meanwhile, Kalutara District UPFA parliamentarian Vidura Wickramanayake visited the girl's home today.
The midwife brought a pair of shoes home and said, send the child to school this month. She only has one dress which she wore today.
Does she skip school? Is she mischievous?
Sir, if there is some shortcoming, she will not go. If something happens to the dress or if there is nothing to take to eat, then she will not go. She went to school on other days.
Is there a scholarship? Come there and take a scholarship. Wickramanayake, who participated in an awareness program held at the divisional office of the Coconut Cultivation Board, spoke further on this matter. I think this would not matter if one nut was worth 1,000 rupees. This could have been resolved before producing that child in court. I believe that the child's future has been ruined completely.
The entire burden of the education system is being shouldered by the parents due to the negligence of the government. Students who cannot afford this have to face many difficulties as a result. This is what we tried to reveal in the recent past. There are circulars which forbid money being charged from students. Both the principals and the parents are aware of it. However, this still continues. We hope that the attention of the court will turn towards this issue.